Pretty much she has to take care of a doll like if it was a real person, and that's where the creep factor comes in, because there's a freaking doll.
Mm-hmm. Hello everyone and welcome to His and Hers Movie Reviews, where we spend money so that you don't have to.
And today we're going to be reviewing The Boy. Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum, bum. That title isn't too menacing.
No, it isn't. It's really stupid. Stupid title. So real quick synopsis of the movie. It's about this girl, Lauren. I forget her name. She plays Maggie in The Walking Dead. I don't know her name in real life. She moves to England to be a nanny for these two old creepy people. And they have a doll that's their son. So pretty much she has to take care of a doll like if it was a real person. And that's where the creep factor comes in, because there's a freaking doll.
Mm-hmm. What is going on with the doll?
Who knows? We don't know. Do you know? Okay, ready to get into our 60 to 60?
Let's do it.
Gear.
All right, first of all, I want to say that there were some aspects of this movie that I really enjoyed as far as storytelling goes. But then in that same sense, like on that same coin, there's story holes in this movie.
Plot
holes that I felt like weren't developed properly and were just placed there for the purpose of moving the story along. But okay, what about it? Like what about that? But
30
anyway,
seconds.
There's I'm gonna give this movie a 2. I'm just gonna say that now before I run out of time. Because I feel like the movie could have been more as far as story goes. It had a couple of good jump scares, but that's not what I want. You know, like and other than that, there were some nicely shot scenes, but yeah, it left more to be wanted. I'll give you that, and not in a good way.
And that's it.
And go.
Okay. This movie was actually interesting to me. It was very different, but then there was some just really cliched parts that I could have done without. Towards the third act of the movie, I was a little left bored just because the story kind of fell flat towards the end of the movie. I give it a 2 as well, just because it could have been worse. And it was actually a different type of kind of scary story, which the freaking plot twist was...
Didn't expect it.
I did not expect that. It was freaking whoa, okay. My mind was blown and I was like, holy crap. And there's subtle hints and subtle clues throughout the movie that you're kind of like, okay, that makes sense at the end. But then you're still at the end, you're like, okay, this is so cliche. This is so but I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But like I said, a 2 out of 5 stars. 2 because it was a really cool plot twist. That's it.
That is it.
That's it.
So, like what we were saying, we both gave it 2 stars, and it's just mainly for the fact that you could have done more. You could, story-wise, you could have captured me a little deeper with what you had as far as the main character's life goes, and then they just didn't. I
just felt like it was we've seen Chucky, we've seen Annabelle, we've seen these movies with these dolls. And actually the cool part about this movie is that
it's not like that.
It's not. And it's kind of like, in a way like Annabelle, in Annabelle, the doll didn't move, it didn't blink, it didn't do anything like how Chucky would. But in this movie, the doll did nothing.
That actually, in my part, that added to the creepiness of the doll.
You never saw the doll move.
There were suspenseful shots on the doll that, of course, the cheesy thing would have been for the doll to move or whatever, but it never happened. Spoiler, that's not really that much of a spoiler. They never showed the doll moving anyway on the trailer. But the doll never moves, and it's just kind of freaking creepy that they keep panning and zooming in on the doll.
Because you expect it to move.
And then there were some really cool things done with lighting in this movie that I really appreciated, as far as the doll doesn't emote, but with the lighting, it almost changes the emotion on the doll's face and what kind of what the scene is feeling out.
Like the part that he was saying, it showed the doll the face, and the doll has a plain face, but the lighting felt like this, and it looked like he was smirking. Just with that
just
place,
with the shadows,
the lighting,
and that was pretty interesting. I did like that, but like I said before, they could have just done more because at the end of the movie when we were done watching it, we kind of asked, okay, but what about this? And what about that? What happened with it? What was the point of telling us that?
Yeah. But, so like we said, guys, it's not really a bad movie, but it's not a great horror movie. I mean, it's one of the better ones nowadays, I guess.
It's no Conjuring. It's no Babadook.
No.
Either.
Watch the Babadook better.
But... Because those had an interesting story, but this is just, I mean, it's alright. And it has a couple of good jump scares, so you can watch that. And if you're interested in a comedy, you can watch our review down here for
Dirty Grandpa.
Dirty Grandpa that we watched a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
That one was alright, too.
It's okay, guys. And the subscribe button's right there on top of the video, the last video we did. So go ahead and hit like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.
And remember, if you want to get in touch with us at all for any reason, our email is right below us and our our Twitter. Sorry.
So remember, guys, it's always important to know before you go.
Just in case it blows.
And this one Semi did, so now you know.
Boo.